So let's talk about some ideas. Okay, and I'm not saying the Bengals are going to do this. I'm not saying that this is their plan. But they have done things that, I think kind of makes me theorize that this is the path forward and what they're thinking. So the projected franchise tag for next year for defensive end is $26.68 million. So obviously Trey has 1 year left on his contract. Okay, been very clear he wants to stay in Cincinnati. Been very clear that he will play out the remainder of his contract. He said many times he separates business from his actual play, and it wouldn't be right for his teammates if he did go ahead and sit out and refuse to play. So he's going to give it his all, whether he has 1 year left in his contract or 50. Okay, that's how he is looking at this. So the Bengals might look at this and say, well, then we have ourselves a real winner on our hands. And I don't know about you, but $26.6 million next year when the salary cap's going to go up and money right now is going to be a lot different than next year. That seems like a pretty good price to pay for one of the best, if not the best defensive end in the league. Now, they could always give him the transitional tag, which obviously, they have to give us a draft pick, and then they could, theoretically speaking, offer Trey Hendrickson a deal. We can match it or let him go and we get the pick. That's also a possibility. But I'm kind of theorizing again. There's always a chance we just franchise tag Trey next year after everything is said and done. And if you're wondering what happens if we want to franchise tag him again. Sorry about that, guys. I hit my keyboard. But so this would be $40 million in 2 years. It's 150% of $26.678 million. So that's what it would be, $40 million. You're probably not going to franchise tag him twice, but who knows? In 2 years, $40 million might not be really that much money, right? Because right now, Myles Garrett just got paid that much. So who knows what $40 million, theoretically speaking, would be in relative terms in 2 years. And if you're wondering, okay, well, how would it be if we franchise tagged him a third time, right? Because franchise tag players 3 times. Well, you take this number, times it by 1.5, that's $60 million. So if you would, theoretically speaking, want to franchise tag him 3 times, you would be paying him $26.678. Then franchising again would be $40 million. Then franchising again would be $60 million. So it's a lot of money, but they could do it. They could do it, right? And there really isn't a other position I feel like we would franchise tag, because according to Adam Schefter, and I truly believe this as well, we're going to get the contract with T and Chase done this offseason. 100% we'll get those contracts done. And if that's the case, then we could potentially franchise tag Trey Hendrickson 3 times. I don't know. Again, like I said, I'm just putting it out there. They are going to look at it and come up with their own opinion, but he does want 30. If he wants 30 plus million a year, let alone if he wants 40, this is out of the question. But if he wants 30 million per year, they're going to start looking at this and saying, okay, what is worth keeping him? How much is he worth in our opinion? And if, depending on how much he's worth, is it worth it to franchise tag him and kind of play by the, salary cap going up every year? Because like in 2030, the salary cap's going to be probably 500 million. Okay. Right now it's around 200 some. It's going to probably be 500 million by 2030. That's 5 years from now. So if you start thinking about it, okay, we go through this year, 2026, we get 3 franchise tags. If that's the case, by 2029, it will be close to $500 million. So $60 million might not seem like a lot. It's a lot of money, but it might not seem like a lot in the theory of the franchise tag being with the salary cap going up so much. So what do you guys think? That's what I'll say. That's kind of what I'll put out there is, what do you guys think? I don't want to see them franchise tag him multiple times. I really don't. I wish they could just work out a contract. They have the cap, but as we say, it's a cash problem, not a cap problem, because it comes down to the owner not wanting to spend the money. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. I'll see you guys next one.